Welcome to the review. We're back with another weird 90s video. Today we're featuring weird TV shows from 1992. 92 was a year with Dick Wolf, David Lynch, Tobey Maguire, Wes Craven, and a weird American Gladiators knockoff. Leave us a comment below if you remember watching any of these. Number 5, Man and Machine. Probably one of the biggest Dick Wolf failures of all time. Premiering April 5th on NBC, Man and Machine is about a cop, Bobby Mann, played by David Andrews, who's teamed up with a robot partner named Eve, played by Yancey Butler. They investigate crimes 20 years into the future, which would have been 2012. Even though Eve is a robot, she can learn and adapt to her surroundings like a human. Bobby helps teach Eve how to be a human, which she yearns to be.
White lie.
Lies come in colors.
White ones are the ones you tell when you find yourself in a situation where you'd feel stupid just blurting out the truth. I'm sorry I bit your head off.
Bit my head off?
It jumped all over you. I got upset with you.
You were right to be upset. I'm not human enough.
Hey, takes time.
The series was pulled from NBC's schedule after airing only 4 episodes. However, the remaining episodes aired later in June and July. Most reviews are favorable, claiming it was ahead of its time and canceled too soon. Critics criticized the show and comparing it to the 70s comedy Holmes and Yo-Yo. The overall plot of the show was good, however, it fell short in execution. Man and Machine had the potential to be a great series with unique storylines and characters, but in the end it was a bland, watered-down version of what it could have been. You can find all 9 low-quality episodes on YouTube. Number 4 on the air. On the Air, premiering June 20th on ABC, is about a fictional 1950s television network that runs a live variety show that usually ends with disaster. From creators David Lynch and Mark Frost, who just finished wrapping up Twin Peaks. Lynch is often known to produce weird, out-of-the-box projects in films like Eraserhead and The Elephant Man. The absurd humor, surrealism, and cartoon-like sound effects are what made this show so weird.
Snaps doesn't like Welby Snap's dog food. The string comes up through the bowl, attaches to Snap's collar, which pulls Snaps, against his will, to the food.
And how is our nifty little putty, eh? Oh, 9! 9!
How many? How many? My knives!
The pilot episode received great reviews, however, it was all downhill from there. Like most TV series on a major network, writers were brought in to continue writing the remaining episodes, and none of them could live up to the pilot. Only 2.5 episodes aired in the US before being pulled. On the Air was like nothing else at the time. It was probably one of the funniest shows on television in 92. In my opinion, the show was a bit ahead of its time and wasn't meant to be taken seriously. It was a fun, absurd, weird show that most people overlooked. You could find full episodes available on Vimeo. I would suggest only the first 2 episodes. Number 3, Nightmare Cafe.
Touch that remote and you die.
Premiering January 29th on NBC, Nightmare Cafe is about Frank and Faye, who find themselves in a mysterious all-night cafe following a brush with death. But they soon learn that they did in fact die and have been brought back to life by the cafe. Frank and Faye are given the opportunity to correct something in their lives that went wrong the first time. And upon their success, they stay on as the cafe's new cook and waitress. Created by horror legend Wes Craven, who pitched the show to NBC, who picked it up. The original concept for the series was a horror anthology series with standalone episodes, like The Twilight Zone. However, he changed his mind before writing the pilot. Starring Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund as Blackie, Jack Coleman as Frank Nolan, and Lindsay Frost as Faye. What made this show weird was the cafe itself, with all its mystical secrets, like other dimensions, doors that are portals to other locations, a TV that plays past or future events, and the ability to teleport. The fact that the cafe could teleport is weird on its own. The majority of reviews are positive, but the series was still canceled after airing only 6 episodes. You can find full episodes available on YouTube.
What is that? Look at that. Are they gonna do weird experiments on me? Hell no. They're gonna eat our spleens, that's what. What's a spleen?
Number 2, Knights and Warriors.
The time has come for Knights and Warriors!
We don't usually feature game shows on our list, but Knights and Warriors fit the bill. Due to the massive popularity of American Gladiators, executives decided to try to recreate that success, but with a medieval-themed twist. 2 men and 2 women compete against each other and do battle with the Warriors. Instead of playing solo like American Gladiators, the men and women would team up, and sometimes they were married couples. The core of the show was the basic American Gladiators setup. However, they tweaked almost everything they could and turned it up to 11. For starters, they took the medieval theme to the absolute extreme. Also, the Warriors were all given an evil persona, much like a heel in the WWE. Over the top and hokey.
Dearly departed, we are gathered here today to see the demise of Jeff and Fletcher. May they rest in pieces!
The Warriors' costumes had a strong S&M vibe to them. Where American Gladiators had a referee, Knights and Warriors tweaked it and had Lord of Rules and Discipline, or just Lord.
And I, the Lord of Rules and Discipline, have brought back these skillful teams of modern-day knights to do battle in their continuing quest against the evil warriors.
Lord would punish any knight or warrior who cheated. For me, Knights and Warriors felt like a satire of American Gladiators rather than a clone, almost like an SNL sketch. All weirdness aside, the show was just as entertaining as Gladiators. Knights and Warriors ran in syndication from September 19th, 1992 to September 11th, 93. Host Joe Fowler would go on to work for the WWE, and hostess Lisa Canning would go on to work on Entertainment Tonight and Dancing with the Stars. You can also find full episodes of Knights and Warriors right here on YouTube. Number 1, Great Scott. Contrary to what you might think, the series has nothing to do with Doc Brown. Premiering October 4th, 1992 on Fox, the series is about a 15-year-old boy, Scott Melrod, played by Tobey Maguire in one of his first leading roles on television. He frequently daydreams about different scenarios throughout each episode, and usually at the worst time, leading to some cheap laughs. Other primary cast members include Kevin Connolly, most known for his roles in Entourage and Unhappily Ever After, and Nancy Lenehan as Beverly Melrod, who would go on to appear in well over 100 different TV shows, most notably My Name is Earl and Veep. Sarah Koskov as Nina Melrod and Ray Baker as Walter Melrod. What makes this show weird is the daydreaming sequences, which usually are completely bizarre.
That's right, everyone. She's my mom, and I will always love and defend her. Stand back! Ha! Your eggs are no match for the ones my mom puts in her delicious sandwiches. Come on, Mom. I'll fly you home.
She's your mother?
From the writing team, Tom Gamil and Max Pross, who worked together on Seinfeld, The Simpsons, and Late Night with David Letterman. For me, Great Scott was a pretty good show and deserved a longer run. While by no means an award-winning show, it was certainly better than the other team shows airing at the time. Only 6 of 13 episodes aired before being abruptly canceled due to poor ratings. Great Scott was ranked 136 out of 138. The show did, however, run in its entirety in Germany, and you could find the German dubs on YouTube under the name Super Scott. It's worth checking out, even if it's just to see these young actors early in their careers. As always, thanks for watching. Help this channel grow by leaving a like or a comment on this video. Also, if you like what we do here, please consider subscribing so you never miss out on a new video.